Bella lì, bentornati a tutti sul mio canale su Sherlock Holmes di Awakened, quello. E continuiamo con la nostra partitotta. Allora, eravamo rimasti qua che abbiamo risolto sta cosa, quindi non mi ricordo cosa dovevamo fare. Allora, vediamo, intanto usciamo.
Well, that was an utter waste of
Ah,
time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back
sniffi
to my
cocaina di
news from
solito.
earlier. I think I have a case for you.
E
A
poi non,
real
non la
Truly.
sniffavano,
Indeed.
se la
Though perhaps not
iniettavano.
as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But,
It's brilliant. Let's go.
oh, good.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
his house is nearby. Come.
Di qua. Poi? Corri... Ah, ok, corri anche te, sennò...
Not much further now.
Va bene. Adesso? Ah, è qua. È qui?
Stenwick is just down the street from Barnes's bookshop.
Ah, perfetto.
Is this lousy attitude
Siamo arrivati.
because of my
Bella sta
altercation
cosa
with
che ti
Inspector
fa
Locke?
vedere
Did he put you
Watson
up to
dove
this?
andare.
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia
Posso
breaking the
capire.
law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Allora,
Tell me.
iniziamo
about
prima
Kimahia.
dalla descrizione.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Ah, va bene.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Ok.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Su, questa è stata una cosa grave, per Kimia, come cazzo si chiama?
I take it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Ah, beh,
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should
Kimihia.
think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Ah,
Did Kimmer here make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
ok. Quarta scena di investigazione, che dovrebbe essere nella baracca. Watson, dov'è la baracca? Qua c'è un gazebo. Vediamo intanto. Non mi dice niente, vero? No. Va bene.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Sei indignato. Giustamente. Watson. Allora, qua. Oh, qua c'è qualcosa. Vuoi vedere? No. Cos'è quel puntino? Ah, ecco. Vedi.
Chewing tobacco.
Ok. No, sono qua. Impronte di ginocchio. Ginocchio si nascondeva. Ok.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole.
C'ho la voce un po' così
These are
oggi.
workman's boots. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
C'ho la voce un po' bassa. Premere B per passare l'immaginazione. Ok, non ho abbastanza nodi perché è così. Oh, qua. Solchi paralleli, ruote.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh.
Ok. Cos'altro? Ah, ce n'è di roba da vedere.
This lock is quite
Allora,
unusual.
sì, stavo dicendo...
It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Stavo dicendo che ho la voce un po' bassa, non so perché. Sinceramente. C'ho un po' di cosa alla gola, un po' di nodo alla gola. No? Poi così. Ah no, è dentro. Stavo per dire, l'avevo visto prima. Invece...
A scrap of Hessian.
infatti tossisco.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Ah. Vuoi vedere che è stato aggredito? Qua. Ah, ma qui c'è la forma di una faccia.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Oppure è inciampato. Potrebbe anche non essere troppo furbo, eh? Senza offesa, però... Che cazzo devo vedere, scusami? Devo vedere qui così? Ah no, mi devo spostare di qua. Aspetta.
A small
Ecco.
naked spyglass.
Ok. Secondo due indizi aggiornato. Vabbè. Aspetta. Ah. Ah, qui posso fare una ricostruzione. Quindi aspetta. No. Quindi vuol dire che anche qua c'ho un posto in cui fare la ricostruzione. Sì, guarda. Però se non me le dici ste robe. Io che cazzo ne so, scusa. No, ah no, non è per fare la ricostruzione. Ah, poi dopo, quando avrò trovato tutti gli indizi, tutti e 5, potrò fare la ricostruzione. Va bene, va bene. Ok, lo accetto.
No air coming through it.
Ah, sei un osso.
Mutton chops. The remains of a meal.
Ah, una palla. Testicolo di muflone.
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Ah. Va bene.
The ashes are long since cold.
Quindi vuol dire che è passato molto freddo, molto tempo da quando l'ha acceso l'ultima volta, va bene. E qua cos'è? Ah, deve essere un qualcosa
A
rituale.
Maori nose flute.
Ah, flauto
They're
nasale.
called.
Va bene. Mi ce lo vedo The Rock che suona qualcosa con il naso, effettivamente.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Ah.
Is
Anche la
this a
finestra.
Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Sì, mi pare di sì. Cosa ho fatto tutto, quindi usciamo e guardiamo qua. Mi ha detto cos'altro. È quello. Questo qua. Yeah.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Ok. Cos'altro manca? Vediamo robe. Allora.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahia's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting. I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Ok. Quindi c'è
The door to
qualcos'altro.
your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Ho capito, ma...
Are you joking? Why would I know this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Do you happen to know Kimahia's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Vediamo un
Has
po'.
Kimahia ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if
è un
he
problema.
used tobacco.
C'è qui, scusa. È questo. Pensa a te. Non l'avevo mica vista. È perché ho messo quello. Oh. Allora.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
Va bene. Ci proveremo. Qua. Cosa c'è? Usato spesso. Qui l'erba non cresce. Si è passato attila. Tronchi caduti.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it
Ah,
elsewhere.
trovato.
Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Ah, cazzo. Allora, qua. No. Oh sì. Potrebbe essere così, eh. Ha fatto fuori Chimichanga qui, che non mi ricordo mai come si chiami. E poi proviamo a convalidare, vediamo. No, quindi... Qua è quello sbagliato. No. L'ho sbagliato, no? Neanche questo dovrebbe essere. Quindi sono i due al di là, quelli sbagliati. Quindi questo? No, sì. Ah, può darsi, sì, così. E poi questo. No. Proviamo senza nessuno. Ah,
Surveilling
così,
from
sì.
afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney
Ah,
pipe, then blocked it
non
with a
c'era
cloth.
perché era
Kimahir
addormentato.
inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Naturale, ha perfettamente senso. Cioè. Watson. Ma chi era l'intruso? Ah. No. Proviamo così. A chiedere a coso.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
Forse perché devo fare...
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so
Beh,
much.
Every
effettivamente.
second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Sherlock non...
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime,
questo
please
qui già mi
teach
sta
your
sui
companion
coglioni,
the
però.
art of brevity.
Ok, andiamo. Ok, qua ci sono le tracce. Cos'altro c'è? Nient'altro. C'è Watson, ovviamente. Seguiamo le tracce. Che stanno andando di qua. Mi pareva. Di qua. Ok. E qua. Oh, guarda un po'. C'è una corda.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Lo immaginavo che ci fosse un marinaio di mezzo.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
Ok. Ah, guarda un po'. E questo? Roy
Roy Soulsby.
Soulsby.
That be the name of our man.
Ah, potrebbe essere.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Ah, ok. Linea di investigazione completata. Quindi adesso cosa dobbiamo fare?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Ho visto... Ah, sì, vedi. Con la coda dell'occhio l'ho visto. Penso te.
A large pile of horse droppings.
Molto utile, un indizio che proprio... come avrei fatto senza.
Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a
Ah.
cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
A questo punto fammi vedere che non ci siano altre cose. No. A meno che io non debba seguire altre tracce. Allora proviamo così. Oh, finalmente, questo qui ce l'abbiamo. E fin qui ci siamo. Un nodo particolare, un cannocchiale e le impronte degli stivali del lavoratore portano tutti in un rapitore di un marinaio. Ok. Poi, cos'altro possiamo fare? Fammi vedere se possiamo fare anche questo qua. Allora, il Death Strand era giusto. Proviamo questo. Ed è giusto anche quello. Quindi qua. Traccia del rapitore. Proviamo così. No. Il rapitore marinaio. Sì, e vai! Tutti gli indizi conducono al porto di Londra. Ora sappiamo che il rapitore di è molto probabilmente un marinaio e che sul portafoglio contiene residui di salnitro e che c'è stato un recente incidente nel porto di Londra. Tutto suggerisce che per trovare chimia dobbiamo andare al porto di Londra. Non c'è tempo da perdere, è fondamentale trovare immediatamente un taxi per il porto di Londra. Ok.
The Strand proved not so useless after all.
Questo qui è un...
Let's
Salt
just
Peter
go.
accident.
Stenwick
Doctor, do you
wanted
recall?
results, not the Port of London. Of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab.
Dove lo troviamo un taxi, scusami. No. Bimbo, dove lo troviamo un
Earlier
taxi?
the other day when I was delivering papers, I heard noises from your apartment. It sounded like the doctor was yelling in his sleep.
Non lo so. Oh, eccolo qua.
Where to,
Aspetta.
Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Ah. Ok, raga, forse abbiamo risolto anche questo. Discesa all'inferno. Completa il capitolo 1. Minchia. Quindi l'abbiamo finito? Capitolo 2. La notte rosso sangue. Che figata. Porto di Londra. Guardiamocelo. No. È finito qui. Ah, no, c'è la cazzina.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician
Concordo.
would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps, before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding. who I
E qui
couldn't
Sherlock
save.
l'avrebbe dovuto
He pressed the
interrompere e dire:
rosary
non mi
into my hand.
interessa, tuttora.
A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that,
Dr. Watson?
yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
Che culo,
I'm
raga.
grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods.
Ma mi ha cambiato il vestito.
We must press on,
No.
cat or no cat.
Io non gli avevo
Question
messo quel
remains,
cappello.
why abduct Kimahir?
Io gli avevo messo quello classico di Sherlock. No, perché mi ha cambiato il vestito? Io non voglio che mi cambi i miei vestiti, io gioco a mio modo. Scusami, eh. Oh, io voglio questo. Allora, da qui Sherlock può chiedere alla gente informazioni su una prova. Premi per aprire il taccuino. Ok. Seleziona la prova con X, poi prova a parlare con qualcuno, prova subito con il biglietto da visita. Allora, raga, io direi che questa cosa qui... Aspettate, che intanto salvo. Se mi ricordo come si fa. No? Ma che... Ah beh, che scemo, non è come nell'altro. Intanto salvo. E niente, io intanto vi saluto. Dopo aver salvato vi ringrazio, vi rimando al prossimo video. Non so se sia venuto lungo o corto sto video perché ho dovuto tagliare un sacco. Probabilmente. Ma vi ringrazio, vi rimando al prossimo video e statemi bene, raga. Come sempre.